These poor, poor scalpers. I mean, why doesn't everybody just wake up, man? They're just trying to make some money. That's all. I mean, if you had an opportunity, wouldn't you take it? These poor, poor scalpers. Mattel Creations may finally be doing something right that solves this problem, and it gives everybody the chance to get these items that want these items. Let's talk about something. Okay, so this is what we're talking about. Recently, Mattel Creations, and I say recently, this is actually a little while ago. I probably should have talked about this a little while ago, and the reason I say that is because technically, we're already right at the very beginning of this about to happen. I'm recording this on the 5th. I don't know, maybe it'll come out today, maybe it'll come out tomorrow. I don't know. But regardless of when this comes out, this is cool news if by somehow you haven't heard of it. And regardless, I'm going to talk about it one way or another. Made to order figures. This is fantastic news. Not exclusives. I mean, somewhat an exclusive, but you get the idea. Made to order. It says sell September 9th. It's made to order. It's going to be September 10th to September 11th. That's going to be your gate from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. You're going to get in there on September 10th. You're going to order your figure. If you order it, if you pay for it, you get it. Done. And it's Grizzlor, which is a big deal because we've already talked about this a little bit. Grizzlor was literally one of those characters that was, some people were not going to get him. They were not going to get him because he'd come out as an exclusive. Some people got him and some people didn't. And then he came out again as an exclusive. 2 versions of the same character as exclusives that were then snatched up ridiculously fast. And a lot of people that wanted him were not going to get him. And a lot of the people that wanted him were now paying exuberant scalper prices on the aftermarket to get one. This is a problem that is hitting toy lines everywhere. Okay? Everywhere. It's unavoidable right now. It's completely unavoidable. It's just a part of the market, and it may not be right, but it is a part of the market. But this is awesome because this looks like a way to fix that problem, at least minutely. Made to order special runs, this is the way to do it. You introduce this stuff early enough. Like Grizzlor right here. Finally, you can get a Grizzlor. This is every bit as good as a retail release, if not maybe in some cases better, because it helps the company and the people. See, if I want one and they're willing to make it, and I put in and say, I want one, send me one, and they send me one, I've got it. If I want 2, I don't know if that's possible, but say I want 2, one that I can keep in the box and one that I can display. I'm not that person in terms of when it comes to Origins. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to cut that little top off the art that I like. Specifically, this part, I like to keep this top part, the card here. And then that's that. I'll love the idea that I have a Grizzlor because yes, Grizzlor, at least introduced in the mini comics, is like the right-hand man of Hordak. And so, like, shouldn't it be a retail that everybody can get? Well, this kind of solves the idea that retail is dangerous to toy lines a little bit, because what if Grizzlor isn't well known and doesn't sell? They make 180 of these guys. I'm lowballing it like crazy. You know I am here. But they make like 180 and they sell 10. Oh no. Well, that's production cost of so many and all the painting and the labor and yada yada and this and that and the shipping and all those problems, and they get them out to the stores and nobody buys them and they're screwed. Now they've got all this product that's peg warming. And that's a dangerous thing in the industry because when you create peg warming spaces, sooner or later you have to pay for that space. That's the way it is. most stores, like big retailers like Walmart and whatnot, sell their peg space. And then you get your product on those pegs, and then there's a formula that takes place that says, for so long that this item occupies space, it has to go through this, it has to sell this many, and then that basically reinvigorates so-and-so. It's not just for their benefit, it's for the store's benefit to know that the product they're placing and taking up their own space sells. And at the same time, they also have to know, the toy-wise manufacturer has to know what's selling and what's not. So peg warming is dangerous. When things start peg warming, that could be a failed figure. But regardless of all that stuff there, this saves us both. They will know exactly how many people want it, and exactly how many people to send it to, exactly how many to make, and then they'll probably, for the sake of damaged parts and things of that nature, they'll probably make a couple more and throw him slightly into a retail. Maybe, usually you'll see stuff like this where it's an overflow of made-to-orders. They end up at stores like Big Lots, because Big Lots is a little bit different of an inventory buyer than other chains. But this is great. This is what so many toy stores or manufacturers for this kind of stuff need to do. Because this is perfect. This is September 10th, September 11th. You go there, you put it in, you get your guy, that's it. And also, it's a chance for them to fix certain missteps like Wun-Dar. Look, Wun-Dar is a ridiculously simple figure. He's basically a repaint of He-Man wearing Zodak's armor painted black. Nobody's necessarily impressed, but we did want it. And we did want that card back. We did want that artwork. And we did want him just for the sake of what he was. He's cool. He's a really cool idea. And here he is. And here's your chance. And he sold out like crazy, and people are paying ridiculous aftermarket value to get a hold of them because the scalpers, they're just trying to make money, man. It's not their fault. It's not their fault that they bought 180 of them and you couldn't even get one. You had your chance. You had your window. They got it first. And doesn't that mean that they deserve to be paid? Doesn't it? No. It doesn't. Don't pay scalper prices. Don't. Make your voice heard to the companies and make this kind of stuff happen. On September 28th, we have a legit chance to just go to Mattel Creations and order a Wun-Dar, and we've got it. We've got it. We have a chance on September 12th to just go to Mattel Creations and order Grizzlor, and we've got it. We've got it. These are two mega figures that sold out ridiculously fast. Ridiculously fast. And we never had a chance. And here they are, right here for us to get. This is tremendously good. This is awesome. This is exactly what it needed to be from the beginning. From the beginning. I'm okay with it going to retail. It's where I've got 80% of my stuff. That's fine. But things like constantly driving all over the place to find your stuff and then figuring out you're not going to find it like Beastman. Like you're looking for Beastman and you can't find Beastman, and your Target for some reason never stocks it, and it's a Target exclusive, and then you end up buying him online anyway, basically from a Target. That's happened to a lot of people. Me, I got lucky. Literally both my Beastmen were at Target on the shelf, but there was only like 4 there. So I imagine that after I picked mine up and anybody else that happened to saunter by and pick theirs up, that was it. I don't know how long it's going to take for them to get restocked or whatever, or if they'll even get restocked, because that's another thing too that we see constantly is they don't get restocked, or they stock the same figure all the time and it's only that figure. You know, I've had this like dumb little dream, this dumb little retail dream to get Fisto and Jutsu at the same time from Origin. So I want them both at the same time to like bring them home. Like these guys are the rivals, right? And open them at the same time. And it's dumb. It's dumb. It's just a collector's dumb dream. But here's the thing about it. I have never found them at the same store ever. Ever. I have like 5 possible Walmarts in my area. And we end up at 1 or 3 of them during the week at any given time for whatever reason. Buying dog bones, things like that. And every time I go check, and every time Jutsu is peg warming, Fisto doesn't exist. He doesn't exist. I've never found one. Ever. There are 2 Targets in the area. There are 5 Walmarts in the area. Nothing. Nothing. And I've tried other stores, too, that are in the area that maybe got a chance at it, too. Like I tried a legit toy store and a collection shop. Both of them carry MOTU stuff. Nope. No Fisto. It's not a thing. But I could get him right now on Amazon, online, right now with no hassle whatsoever. So, in the long run, what do you think I'm going to end up doing? I mean, it's inevitable. It doesn't matter if I like it or not. It's inevitable that so much of this stuff is going to be bought online, and so much of this stuff has been bought online. Case in point, I have 2 very awesome figures right here, as you can see, Big Bad Toy Store. I didn't even want to take the chance that I wasn't going to find them, so I got Hordak and She-Ra from Big Bad Toy Store. Why? Because I didn't even want to take the chance. I put them on pre-order, and I waited, and I got them. I got them. And that's the important thing, is that we get what we're looking for. And with this, with Mattel Creations doing made-to-order stuff, that's perfect. That's perfect, because you give me a date, you give me time to save my money up, I order, I get it, you ship it, we're done. And I don't have to fight a crowd because of that. I don't have to fight a crowd and be like 16th in line and then get up there to that point and then it tell me, hey, you're approved, and then come back a week later and tell me, sorry, we actually don't have stock for you, and you don't get nothing. You don't get nothing, which is happening with Wun-Dar. Wun-Dar was bought up in droves very quickly, and even the people that thought that they had one couldn't get it because somebody else had bought like 100. And guess what? They went to the aftermarket and they spent ridiculous money to get a figure that quite frankly isn't worth it. He's not worth scalping prices. None of these figures are worth scalper prices. It is ridiculous to pay those prices. And quite frankly, I will let a toy not exist in my collection forever before I'll pay a scalper's price. I won't do it because it's pointless. I'm not going to do it. So this is it. This is absolutely wonderful. Mattel Creations doing made-to-order orders is fantastic. And this is the way that a good portion of this line, I think, in the long run, should probably be handled. Because, let's face it, I'm tired of watching the supply chain screw-ups, and there's not a lot that can be done about it right now. There is a problem in general with that. The supply chains are experiencing troubles. They're not shipped in the same bulk to different locations and yada yada, and some stores will get... I've talked to the 2 different Targets, and they're like, yeah, we never got a Beastman. We got like 1, and he sold out literally the day that I put him on the shelf, and I've never seen another one. And then the other Target's like, yeah, we've had like 40 of them. What? What? Like, that's confusing. I don't know why it happens, but I'll also tell you that I work in logistics. And I work for one of the largest logistic firms on the planet. And we even don't have guaranteed 100% perfect supply right now. We're getting material at weird randoms, and and that forces us to ship it out at weird randoms. And If we're having trouble, then I know they're having trouble. Like when I went to the GameStop, this was a while back, and the guy told me, make sure to pre-order so we can guarantee your copy. No, you can't. You can't. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I can't guarantee my shipping route. I know you can't. But this is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. And I'm hoping that this goes over very well, and maybe these exclusive-esque kind of figures can find their way onto Mattel Creations as these kinds of buy-ins, instead of making them exclusive to a single con and then somebody goes online and they order like 50 of them or something like that, and they sell like all 50 of them because they don't even care about the product. They just want it because they know it'll sell. They're basically creating their own overpriced stores. I'm done with playing the scalper game, and this could solve a big portion of it. This is good news. This is terrific news. And it's such good news that I think I'm going to get both of them. Later.
I have spoken. Take what you will from it.